Are you ready, kids?
Aye, aye, Captain!
Okay, so we have to rewind right here.
Okay.
I don't have a little band.
You're an actor, you are sports, you are writing, you are...
Most recent album was called Love is a Beautiful Thing. No, that's worked out pretty well for me, you know. Make sure that you're doing it for the art and for the craft and to prepare yourself for it.
Oh, wow.
See, wow, you've always been special.
Welcome to ValleyVibeZ, your show about culture, arts, and happenings in the Imperial Valley from a youth perspective. I'm Dr. Tom Tackey, the creator and executive producer of ValleyVibeZ. Today's episode is a very special one in that we have Leon joining us. You know him from his roles in Cool Runnings, Above the Rim, Temptations, Meet the Five Heartbeats, or perhaps his work on major TV series, including The Chi or Blue Bloods. But today, Leon is with us to promote his upcoming Leon and the People show that will be at the Legacy Resort in San Diego this coming Friday, May 9th at 7 p.m. So, welcome, Leon.
Hey, how are you?
All right. So, and we are also joined by Jacqueline Tackey, the president of Lauderdale Media. Jackie's responsible for bringing us Leon to this special ValleyVibeZ.
Leon, how are you?
How you doing, Jackie?
I'm
Good to see you.
It's great to see you as well.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for being gracious to join us today because I know that you're super busy.
That I am.
So there's so many things that we could talk to you about, but first I just wanted to say I love your fanaticism. You love that word. I just kind of made that up on the spot. I remember texting you when I saw you and the suite at Coco Gauff's tennis tournament.
Coco won today. She's in the finals in Madrid.
I know. I was like, oh my God. What? I said, is that Leon? Oh my God. And I texted you and you responded and you said that you have known her since she was a little girl. How great has that
she was
been
12,
to
yeah.
see
Yeah,
her
definitely.
just explode like that?
No, it's fantastic. You know, more importantly, her parents are just really cool people. They're regular people, not like normal, tennis mom and dads. And so when I met them, it was just very organic. A friend of mine, actually from Morocco, told me to check out this 12-year-old tennis player who was playing in the juniors. And when I got a moment, I went over there and I was just checking out. She was playing in the semifinals against a girl who was, 3 years older than her, and she won. And her parents recognized me, so they came over because they're from Atlanta, and we just started talking. And it was really nice to see them just so different. I remember her mom, Candy, just saying to me, "Yeah, this is our first trip here. This is our first U.S. Open, but I don't know. I feel like we may be coming back here again." I'm like, "Are you what?"
And of course, she has over and over and over again.
And won.
Exactly. Now, people don't know you too have played a many of sports because when you and I worked together many moons ago, every time we would go somewhere, or more specifically, when we would go to Memphis, you would say to me, "Take me to a basketball court."
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'd hoop any city I was in. But I played ball. I was second leading scorer in New York City when I was in high school. I played D1 ball. I played pro ball in Europe for Team Rome. So I mean, ball was always my way. As a matter of fact, basketball is how I got to Hollywood.
Now, see, I didn't know about the Team Rome part, but I'm going to digress and let the guys jump in and take over from that perspective.
Right. And, I also want to add that in the last, say, probably 15 years or so, we have a music appreciation curriculum here at Central Union High School that, we have 5 sections of it every day. So, there's 150 kids that go through that course, and all 150 kids from the last 15 years have seen the Temptations movie, and they love you.
Oh, that's great. That's fantastic.
Got a huge fan following here at Central and in the Valley. And so with that, I'm going to turn this discussion over to our Valley Vibes host, Dom, Evan, and Felipe. And we'll jump in a little bit here and there too, but here they are.
All right, well, I want to start this off by saying thank you so much for coming on here to talk to us. Very excited to meet you. I have heard he took the class, but I didn't take the class, but I have heard about it.
Yeah, it was this year. This year at the beginning of the year, we watched the Temptations movie. Your acting as David Ruffin it was amazing. It was amazing to say the least.
Thank you.
So firstly, I just want to ask briefly about your high school years and how that led to you actually coming to your acting and musical careers. I know you just spoke about it, but a little bit more in depth, I'd like to hear.
Well, actually, it all started when I was in grammar school. When I was in eighth grade, I went to parochial schools my whole life, and so my sister was older than me by about 6 years or so, and I watched her high school class did this rock and roll revival, and at my school, my grammar school, we used to do this corny variety show every year, and so I told the nuns, I have an idea that we could do this different kind of show. So we did this rock and roll vibe when I was in eighth grade. And I played Chubby Checker. My other friend played Elvis Presley. Good Looking Girls played the Andrew Sisters. And it was a big hit. We had to do it over again another night. But I went to All Boys Prep Academy, and there was no drama department at the time. There's now a drama department since Leon graduated, but no, not now, not then. But so I just excelled in athletics. And for some reason, I was only interested in going to schools in California, although I'd never been to California. So I wound up going to Loyola Marymount, and a graduate film student chased me down on campus one day and begged me to be in his graduate film project. And I was like, well, why me? I'm sure there's people in the theater arts department that would love to be in your movie. And he was like, there's something about you. I've been watching you. I have a good eye. You're going to be in the movies one day, and I want to be the first one to do it. Something about you. And I was like, all right, let's go. So I switched my major, became a drama major, and I studied acting really hard, both in California in school. And then I came back to New York and studied at HB Studios and American Academy of Dramatic Arts, in which I took varied classes of scene study and all types of work, and jazz, ballet, vocal lessons,
Ballet, really?
all that stuff. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's great.
So, to elaborate a little bit, did you say that your athletic excelment, did that help you with this? Would you say that was
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, I would have never been on that campus if I'd never basketball scholarship, and actually, to be honest with you, the first time I was ever on a plane was when they started flying me around to different schools, recruiting me. Yeah.
I still have yet to go on a plane. Still haven't gone yet, but hoping one day.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna pass you on here to Evan real quick.
Yeah. Let me get into the camera real quick. I have a little question for you. I heard that you have a little band called Leon and the Peoples, and that you were the lead singer. It's isn't it like a reggae and a soul type of mix type of band?
Okay, so we have to rewind right here.
Okay.
I don't have a little band.
It's not.
Yeah.
My bad.
Okay.
My bad. All right.
I heard them.
Yeah.
I started to say pause, but I was like, okay.
No, yeah.
Yeah. We have a band called Leon and the Peoples. We've been around for quite some time. We have 2 albums out. Most recent album is called Love Is a Beautiful Thing, and which had 2 top 20 Billboard debut singles on it. And we've just been traveling around, giving our music. We play a blend between reggae and soul music.
Oh, wow. That is nice.
A little birdie told me that when you perform in movies, is that you? Is that live or is that Memorex?
No, it just depends on who I perform, what I'm doing. Like in this last movie I have coming out, Rhythm and Blues, that's me. It just depends on who it is. Like if it's Dave in The Temptations, that's David Ruffin's original mastered voice, because no one sings like him.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And in Little Richard movies like that, anytime you see me singing a cappella, that's me. But
Oh.
Wow.
yeah, even Little Richard can't sing like Little Richard no more.
Yeah.
Okay, I always wanted to ask you that because I know that you have vocals. So I always
Yeah.
wanted to ask you that. As long as
Yeah,
I
you know,
know.
the weird thing about when you play someone, it's about whether your vocals are like their vocals,
Mhm.
you know. And if you're doing like iconic songs like My Girl and Ain't Too Proud to Beg, you know, it's got to be David Ruffin.
Yeah.
Remember when we went to the BET Awards and they was celebrating the 20th anniversary of the Five Heartbeats? Did you do any of those songs in the Five Heartbeats as well, or was
No,
that?
the singers in the Five Heartbeats were actually hired before any of the actors.
Ah, really?
Yeah, Robert had found the voices that he wanted, and then he hired then he cast the actors that were right for the roles.
Wow. Learn something new every day. Now, was
Yeah.
that based
You
on
know,
the
what you should do is watch the making of the Five Heartbeats, the documentary that Robert Townsend did. It's great.
when did that come out?
Came out maybe a couple of years ago, a few years ago.
Okay.
It's called The Making of the Five Heartbeats.
Where can we watch that?
I don't know where it's streaming. If you Google it, I'm sure
Google
you
it.
find it.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, was that based on the Dells?
Yeah, Dells were the technical advisors of the
Okay.
movie. It wasn't based solely on them. It was fictitious. Actually, the real technical advisors that they wanted were was Eddie Kendricks. And
Really?
but anyway, but then there was a big problem. They're going to get sued because if they thought it was the Temptation, so it's like it's no big deal. So, but if you watch the movie, you'll see all that.
Okay.
Watch
Okay.
watch the documentary. You'll see.
Okay. Okay. I'm out again.
All right. Well, I have another question actually here. It's Dom again. I'm off camera, but
Sure.
I kind of wanted to ask you of how your band started. Like I understand you did have a career before this, but how did this specific Leon on the People start? Like, was it just a strike of hope? What was it like? What's that about?
So what happened is that when I started becoming popular as an actor, my love for music, will spill over it. So I wound up hosting a lot of festivals, music festivals.
Yeah, watching
And
some of those live. Yeah.
and so what would happen is that actually a lot in California, and so because that's where I was living, and I would be just backstage with the artists, and we'd be singing a cappella, and they'd be like, "You should sing, man. I mean, like, I know you don't need to, but you can, and if you want to, you should." And so I started. I joined this band called the Young Lions in New York, which consisted of great players. People played with Bruce Springsteen, Steel Pulse, UB40, on and on. Really great musicians. And we started doing well in New York, and but they only wanted to do cover songs, and I wanted to do original material.
You want to do more, yeah.
So I started this band called the Peoples, and I had to pull a David Ruffin on them and call him Leon and the Peoples because we got better shows that way.
Hell yeah!
So
that's what's up.
so that's what happened there, and that's how the band started.
All
All right. Well, thank you.
All right. So, one question I got for you is, what are a couple of songs from Leon and the Peoples that you want your listeners to start hearing? Like recommendation songs.
Well, it's just, I mean, music is, individual taste. There's I can tell you what songs are very popular. I can tell you what songs have been doing well. The first song off our latest album, Beautiful, is charted. And Love is a Beautiful Thing, which is the title track, which appeared in the top 20 twice, actually. And then a song that we have that is really popular whenever we perform is called Sometimes I Wish I Was Single.
Oh.
Yeah, every time we perform, people like, hey, the limit out there. Play single, play single.
Yeah, I was checking out your guys' YouTube channel, and I was listening to what was it? It was I'd Look Good on You, and that was pretty good.
Yeah.
I was listening to that one. It's pretty good, man. So
no, that's worked out pretty well for me. Usually after concerts, the next day I'll be in Aspen, I'll be anywhere it's like that. Some ladies are yelling at me. I look good on you. I look good on you, Leon.
Leon, do you write
I'm like, okay.
Are you writing these songs or?
Yeah. Mostly all the songs that we perform are songs that are written by me and my producing and writing partner. But "I Look Good on You" is actually a cover. It's a reggae dancehall version of a song by what's his name? I forgot his name. But anyway, it's actually been done a couple of times. There's a country version of it as well.
Hmm.
Yeah, but that's just a song that I'd heard a long time ago, and I was like, I want to do my version of this song.
Yeah, it turned out pretty well.
Yeah,
So
thanks.
you're an actor, you are sports, you are writing, you are you because you're doing movies too, and now you're directing because then you have a movie in was it Tribeca or Sundance and all these things too, right? Recently?
No, we had a movie that premiered at Lincoln Center
Okay.
as part of the African Film Festival, and called "The Rhythm and the Blues,"
Okay.
which isn't out yet. It's about the great blues artist from Chicago named Eddie Taylor.
Hmm.
And but I have like 4 movies in the can, and all of them I'm a producer on.
Wow.
Wow.
So are you looking to get behind the camera more?
I like to direct, but for me to direct, it's I get so into my acting, it's really hard for me. I don't know about directing myself. So maybe something that I'm not in, or maybe something that I feel so passionate about that I want to, do it the whole thing and take over the entire project.
Do you like period pieces or do you like to stay current?
I like both.
Yeah.
I like stories. I'm a storyteller. It doesn't matter whether the story's in the past, present, or future.
There seems to be a trend right now with westerns. I could totally see you doing a western and be a pretty badass, like these whole what's the guy named Bass Reeves and do something like that. I can totally see you doing something like that. Have you ever had any
Mm-hmm.
aspirations to maybe redo Buck and a Preacher or something like that?
Well, mama, I tell you, my mama would love it because she calls them
Okay.
she calls them shoot 'em up. She love a good shoot 'em up.
See, there you go. It could be name shoot 'em up. Leon as shoot 'em up. Okay, there you go. Because I Buck and the Preacher has always been one movie that I can watch. My husband will tell you over and over again. I watched that movie and I just watched it again like a
Oh,
couple
yeah.
months ago.
Saturdays
Mm.
are Western
Yeah,
days
Saturday
at
is
our
Western
house.
days in my house, and I would love and
Oh,
sit there and
okay.
watch westerns all day long, or documentaries during COVID. I watched a lot of documentaries about westerns, or period pieces with us, and doing time like they just gave the 688, the Medal of Honor or Congressional Medal of Honor for stuff like that. I can totally see you doing something like that.
Yeah, well, I got some things in the works, so we'll see what happens.
Good.
Who
I look
who
forward to it.
who knows? Maybe you could be the guy to bring back spaghetti westerns.
Yeah, I don't really know if that's really the avenue that I want to go down, but but I appreciate it.
So with all these other like qualifications, I was wondering, would you ever get into like writing your own book maybe or something like that? Some cool like that?
Yeah,
Literature, yeah.
possibly. I don't really, it's really funny when people ask me to write, think about writing a book and stuff like that. It's about usually it's about relationships or
Yeah.
about interactions between men and women. That's
Hmm.
what people find most fascinating about my comments on life. So
Hmm.
and you hear a lot of it in my music too. Songs like Brothers and Sisters, and you know, I've always been fascinated between the relationship between the sexes.
Hmm.
Definitely. And so, this upcoming show at the Legacy Resort, it's a nice place. And so that's on Friday night, correct? Friday night,
Friday
May
night,
9th?
yep, Friday night.
Friday night, 7 p.m. is what I understand.
I think 7 p.m. the doors open. I think we hit the stage probably like around 8:15.
Yeah. So I'm hoping that this will drive a few fans your way.
Definitely. I want all my fans, my movie fans, my music fans, anybody in San Diego that wants to come hang out. Let's have some fun on Friday night, May 9th.
Absolutely. Well, we really, really appreciate your time and your busy schedule, and um, you know, I'll let these guys kind of wrap this up a little bit, and we hope to see you soon.
Sure, but I doubt. Thank you.
Uh, well, thank you so much for giving us this time for this interview. I know that we heard you're pretty busy, and all these things you just told us about is just crazy. But thank you for giving us this interview.
No, without a doubt. And I hope I see 1, 2, 3, or some of y'all at the show.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. I was like, maybe I could pull up because, well, down here in El Centro, we're like 2 hours away from San Diego. It's pretty cool to go actually, because I could be like, I know that guy.
Yeah, exactly. And if you do, and if you do come, make sure you say hello in person. Okay.
All right, well, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
So, just to wrap this up really quick, is there any words you want to say to like and the youth out there, that maybe want to get into acting or music or sports maybe? Like, is there any advice you have for any of the youth?
Yeah. My advice would be to make sure that you're doing whatever you want to do for the
Yes.
right reasons. Make sure that you're doing it for the art and for the craft and to prepare yourself for it, because it's not easy. In my business, people say no to you 9 out of 10 times, and that's the successful people like me. Most people never get a yes. Okay, so you need to remember, I don't think anyone likes being said no to. So remember, you have to really be resilient, and this has to be something that you really want, that you can take that kind of disappointment and everything else to achieve. Because, if it's just you doing it just because you want to be famous, well, then go do something stupid on Instagram then. Okay, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you want to pursue and a craft, then you have to prepare yourself to be the best you could possibly be. And that's all I can tell you. Just, be the best you can be.
Yeah. Leon, did you take music in high school? Did you play an instrument? Were you in the band?
I played the violin in the orchestra when I was in grammar school.
Wow.
But they didn't have music, anything like that in my school when I was there. They do now though.
Okay. Were you in the glee club? Did you sing?
No, but when I was a freshman at Loyola Marymount University, I wrote and performed the song for the Special Olympics.
Oh,
Stop
wow.
it. See, wow, you've always been special. Look at that. Okay. I'm out again. Thank you so much. It was a privilege. It always is. Thank you, my friend.
Okay. I'll talk to
Thank
you
you
soon.
so much.
Thank you.
All right. Take care.
All right, Leon. Thank you. Have a great day.
All right. You too.
Good one, man. Thanks.
Here's Leon and the People's brothers and sisters.
Hey ladies, what we gonna do about it? Please tell me. Our friendship, something not right about it. Please tell me. I want my brothers to listen. I want my sisters to sing this song. I want my children to witness men and women get along. Raise their children to be strong. We say yes, we say no. Can we raise our children without this? Just tell me, my people, can we come together about this? Oh, show me. I want my brothers to listen. I want my sisters to sing this song. I want my children to witness men and women get along. Raise their children to be strong. raise their children to be strong. I said, brothers and sisters, come on, brothers, brothers and sisters, come on, sisters, to all my children and their children. I want us all to get along. Children to be strong. I want my brothers to listen.
Up next is Sometimes I Wish I Was Single by Leon and the Peoples.
Sometimes, one time, hear me say, sometimes I wish I was single, so I could do it over again. Go out and hang with my homeboys, or call one of my old girlfriends. Y'all feel me? If I was single, I would stay out late, watch NFL, NBA all day. No one to steal food off my plate, no one to take my balls away. I would flirt and not give a damn, nothing to hide on my Instagram. Sorry, you may not understand. Sometimes I wish I were a single man. Sometimes I wish I was single, so I could do it over again. Go out and hang with my homeboys, or call one of my old girlfriends. Sometimes I wish I was single, so we could go back to the day that we met, and we can meet up and mingle, and fall in love all over again. Sometimes I wish I was single. If I was single, there'd be no check-ins, no questions about where I've been, no covers pulled off my toes, no one telling me where to go. If I was single, I would be carefree, no fussing about the toilet seat. Sorry, you may not understand. Sometimes I wish I were a single man. Sometimes I wish I was single, so I could do it over again. Go out and hang with my homeboys, or call one of my old girlfriends. Sometimes I wish I was single, so we can go back to the day that we met, and we can meet up and mingle, and fall in love all over again. Sometimes I wish I was single. Sometimes I wish I was single. I miss coming home to you and all the little things you do. Nothing can replace the fact that you always had my back. I miss all those home-cooked meals and miss the way you make me feel. Girl, you know I love you for real. Sometimes I wish I was single, so I could do it over again. Go out and hang with my homeboys, or call one of my old girlfriends. Sometimes I wish I was single. Sometimes I wish I was single. Sometimes I wish I was single, so I could do it over again. Go out and hang with my homeboys, or call one of my old girlfriends. Sometimes I wish I was single, so we can go back to the day that we met, and we can meet up and mingle, and fall in love all over again. Sometimes I wish I was single. 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 Sometimes I wish I was single.
And closing off for today, is Love is a Beautiful Thing by Leon and the Peoples.
Complicate is the only way now. Communicate, no one seems to know how. Learn to hate is the easy way out. Same mistakes that we make, let them break. Try to take us all down. Somebody told me, somebody shared the word. Somebody told me, listen to me, have you heard? Love is a beautiful thing. Love for your brothers. Love is a beautiful thing. Love for your sisters. I said love is the reason why I go wild. Love is the reason why I have a child. Say I elevate the way you think now. Educate so your children know how. Separate yourself from the crowd. Let them know how we flow when we know that love is around. Somebody told me, somebody shared the word. Somebody told me, listen to me, have you heard? Love is a beautiful thing. Love for your brothers. Love is a beautiful thing. Yeah. Love for your sisters. I said love is the reason why I go wild. Love is the reason why I have a child. Say God, love is a beautiful thing. Love is a beautiful. Love is a beautiful thing. Love is a beautiful thing. I say love is the reason why I go wild. Love is the reason why I have a child. Walking high on a wire. Now I look at the sky. I can see it all now. We gotta take control of our lives. We gotta do the things that are right. Gotta come together. Break down these walls, yeah. Love is a beautiful thing. Love is a beautiful. Love is a beautiful thing. Love is a beautiful thing. I say love is the reason why I go wild. Love is the reason why I have a child. Say God, love is a beautiful thing. I'm talking about love is a beautiful. Love is a beautiful thing. I say love is the reason why I go wild. Love is the reason why I have a child. I say love is a beautiful thing. Love is a beautiful thing. I said love is a beautiful thing. Love is a beautiful.
This program was produced and brought to you by Spartan Sound Productions. A very special thanks to our guest, Leon. Be sure to go to the Leon and the People show at the Legacy Resort in San Diego this Friday. Thanks also to Jacqueline Tacky for bringing Leon to us. Thanks to our hosts, Dom, Evan, and Felipe. Thanks also to Dr. Tom Tacky, creator and executive producer of Spartan Sound Productions, the administration of Central Union High School, Mr. Javier Fimbers, and Power 98 for hosting us, and to you, the listeners.